What's up, Halo fans and GamerGrub community members? Here's a little 4v4 gameplay on Haven. Very close match. I ended the match with 21 kills and 12 deaths, and our team did win. A lot of teamwork going on here. I did a lot of picking off the enemies from the distance, which is totally different for me. I tend to be the guy running and gunning and oftentimes accidentally jumping off the edge of the map and dying. But this game was absolutely great, and I had to upload it. I was so psyched when I played it. I hadn't played all day. I got on just for a few minutes, and this was the match that I played. I won, and it got me really excited because unfortunately, outside of gaming, I haven't been having the best of time. But that is why gaming is here, to kind of relieve stress and take your mind off things. And I think most gamers will agree that definitely helps. So I grabbed the Needler here, as you guys can see. Awesome thing about the Needler is if you got all your ammo, you can get 3 to 4 kills with it. And looks cool, and it really helps you in close quarters combat, because if the enemy's charging you and you're charging them, you can definitely get your needles out quicker than they can probably pop a few shots off with their Magnum. My main primary weapon that I've been rolling with is the battle rifle. I've been getting some great headshots with it and long range shots, and it works just fine for me. I have no problem with it. The DMR is great as well, but for some reason I like the battle rifle, and I think I'll be sticking with it for a while. With that said, what is your favorite Halo 4 loadout combination? With so many different selections, it's kind of hard to pick what's going to really be the best. I believe they're all mostly balanced, but for me personally, I love the jetpack, and I've tried some of the other things, but I keep going back to having a jetpack because it allows me to get to those hard-to-reach places. It allows me to kind of switch up the map. I mean, it becomes more of a vertical map. I can, for example, in this area, I could have flown right up that groove and kind of switched up the gameplay and snuck up on an enemy player. Some people might think jetpacks are cheap, but I've been a huge fan of jetpacks for a really long time. It's kind of been a childhood dream to actually have one, and I think it probably is for most of you guys, unless you're afraid of heights. But that's one of the reasons I like Halo 4. There are so many options, and I truly believe that the Halo series has taken a lot from the Call of Duty series in respect to the way multiplayer games work, but I also believe Call of Duty has taken from Halo. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship, and I guess that's normal when you have multiple $1 million invested into such a franchise. You gotta try to make it better than the next game, and in a way it does kind of improve the core mechanics of this online multiplayer. Sure, you guys can say this is nothing like Call of Duty, but for someone like me who's been playing game for a long time, I can easily see the similarities in these AAA titles, and I think it's kind of great. I think it's cool. It works for me. It makes the games a little bit funner. The fact that we have these loadouts now kind of changes it up a little bit. It's just like the whole class system and perk system. Either way, call me biased. I'll always be a fan of Halo because I am well conditioned beyond control. Seriously, I beat the first Halo the first day it came out over 11 years ago with one of my friends who is actually in this match that you're watching. His name's Activity. We've been playing quite a few multiplayer games together and rekindling our old high school Xbox friendship. Since I'm having a flashback, let me tell you guys quickly about back then. He was a huge fan of the Nintendo GameCube before it was even out, and I swore to him the Xbox was going to be the next generation thing. And the reason I was an Xbox fanboy even before it was out was because I never really had a PlayStation, and I had a Dreamcast beforehand, and I was big on specs, and I knew what the Xbox had coming for it, and I was just really excited about it. He actually got his mom to drive us down to Detroit to go to Club Cube, which was actually, I think, like 6 hours away, and we went to this like little abandoned warehouse thing, and Nintendo set up this little fake nightclub sort of thing where we got to play GameCube games early. And after that, I determined to myself I really didn't want a GameCube, although I had a lot of fun, and I have some pictures to prove that we were actually there. Alright, back to the match. So I pick off the last few stragglers, and you'll see right towards the end of the match I actually nearly get an assassination. Doesn't actually register, but it looks kind of cool, and like I said, it was a really close match, as you'll see by the end score. You guys, thanks for watching this video here on youtube.com/GamerGrub. Make sure that you are a subscriber, you thumbs up, and you comment, and make sure to add me on Xbox Live. Gamertag AVID space X3RO. That's pronounced avid0. And last of all, make sure to check out the Zombie Scream contest at GamerGrub.com/Zombie Scream. More details in the description below, and do a little search on YouTube and check out what some of the other entries look like, and maybe you'll be inspired to make one. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.
Bike Lane. GamerGrub is available at these fine retailers.